The gentleman is recognized for 5 minutes on his amendment.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. On February the 1st, our colleague, Mr. Bill Pascrell, submitted a letter to you requesting that you and the Senate Finance Committee utilize the authority under the existing statute, the existing Internal Revenue Code, to request copies for consideration in executive session of President Trump's tax returns. I'd ask unanimous consent to place a copy of Mr. Pascrell's letter in the record.
Without objection.
And I would also draw the committee's attention to the very informative statement of Mr. George K. Yin. Mr. Yin is a professor of law and taxation at the University of Virginia, but most importantly, he served as the former chief of staff for our joint committee on taxation. And Mr. Yin comments on the history of the power of Congress to obtain and release presidential tax returns, and I'd ask unanimous consent to place that in the record.
Without objection.
All that this amendment does, in view of what I understand from press reports to have been your rejection of Mr. Pascrell's letter, is to ask that we include in our oversight plan you're requesting a copy of the President's tax returns that can then be reviewed by our committee and our staff in executive session. There are any number of issues that relate to the work of this committee. I'm particularly concerned about the potential for conflicts with and entanglements with foreign governments and potential violation of the Emoluments Clause. But the member of our committee who has led the way on this issue has been Mr. Pascrell, and I would yield him the balance of my time to elaborate on the importance of this matter.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.